Well, guess what the fire department's new line of defense, they got some new toys today to help gear up for hurricane week, month, year, season.
I haven't read it. The St. Pete
Fire Department and
the big trucks.
And possibly even just the police department in general.
Big trucks.
You would think like trucks that are a little more lifted, a little higher off the ground. Mm-hmm. No, let's think more just adapting and going with the flow, so to speak. They got goddamn jet skis.
Oh, they do?
Sitting up in their garages. I saw it on the news today.
Sweet.
So now there's little jet skis with SPFD printed on the side of them.
That is the one thing that makes me want to join the fire department.
I'm just saying.
So they're gonna rescue one person at a time.
We're gonna go one person at a time. Get on the back of the Kawasaki, guys. They call us a breeze. Only way to do it. Let's get to it. Let's go.
So many years, I thought that there was something wrong with me, that I was the black sheep and I needed to change my personality. And after a lot of time and consideration, I realized who I was. I'm a piece of shit.
Go! Hey guys, it's the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage. Episode 195. This one is for... What is it, the 17th of April, the year of our Lord, 20 and 25? I think it's the 17th. Yeah, we got 420 coming up on Sunday, which...
It don't matter.
He is risen, but the smoke hath be risen in the air because 420 falls on Easter Sunday this year.
I read...
It is Hitler's
I saw
birthday.
on Facebook, and I didn't read the article, but, they have little headlines on Smart News.
Right.
They found Jesus Christ's body in an Egyptian pyramid.
Wow.
They stole him?
I have no idea. I didn't read the article. I said.
Well, thanks for your full report, man. Mike. Appreciate it.
Read the rest of the article and get back to us on that.
Yeah, full report coming up on the next break. Guys, they call us a breeze, like I said. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, episode 195. Just make sure you guys are going out to our YouTube channel, Tiger Cage Media, and, of course, liking and subscribing and ringing that little bell for notifications.
Ding, ding, ding,
that way you know when we
ding,
come
ding,
on
ding,
live
ding,
pretty much every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Out here chilling. Like I said, we do have Easter Sunday coming up, and,
Wait.
And tomorrow is Good Friday.
Get back to that jet ski.
So be good to everybody.
So, yeah, the fire department, they got jet skis now.
I have a jet ski story for you.
Okay.
Aunt Debbie,
I can't tell you the last time I was on a jet ski.
Aunt Debbie
took me and Carmen out in a 3-seater, and
we
were like, let's jump off. Carmen's like,
did you guys have life jackets
let's jump
on?
off. Yeah, we had life jackets. And we're probably going 30 miles an hour. Well, I jump straight off the back and just dive in, right? So perfect dolphin. Carmen decides that she's going to jump off the side, and she did 40 cartwheels in 2.5 seconds. And I've never seen someone really just kind of comes back up.
Snap her neck doing that shit.
I was like, Carmen, you okay? Carmen, are you okay?
I got water in my lungs, I think.
Carmen's just back there like...
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz.
Were the waves tasty?
I've never seen
someone...
someone...
them like 14 times.
Indian Lakes taste like crap.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we're just out here hanging out, man. A lot of flowers to give around this episode, but before we get into that...
It's hot.
Well, it's hot. And I was just reminded once again, why I just don't fucking eat before podcasts, man.
Why?
Fucking hate.
Bro, you did this yesterday at work.
Why?
I fucking hate eating before
Did you go back to Culver's and try to pin him?
No. That sumbitch got me yesterday, I'll tell you that. I'll get into that too, but no. I didn't eat dinner last night.
I know. If you guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking on YouTube, look at that tire right now. That thing is just...
I didn't eat dinner last night because I ate so much for lunch yesterday.
And you ate so much after Sunday?
I felt miserable all through work, pretty much all through work, up until about an hour before I got out of work. I felt miserable. And today, because I didn't eat dinner last night, I was like, I should probably eat something before the podcast. And I was just going to go get a rodeo burger, which is a little tiny rodeo burger. It's a small patty with 2 fucking onion rings on it. It's got nothing to it. Well, I pulled through and I saw a fiery chicken sandwich call my name. And I was like, well, I'll just make it a combo with some fries. But I still need that rodeo burger because, like, I was thinking about that rodeo burger all day.
Surprised you're not passed out right now.
So yeah, I had a fiery classic chicken sandwich with a medium French fry and a medium Diet Coke, half Coca-Cola, half Diet Coke, because I'm trying to watch my figure. And then
you got all that food in there.
And then I did have that rodeo burger too. After all, and you know what the problem was? Like normally I wouldn't eat that much, but I got a little stoned today, like a little more than normal. I didn't just like wake up and.
Was it the one right up here by across from Tyrone?
Normally I wake up, I have a cup of coffee, I'll hit the bowl like once, and then like I'll chill, drink some water, and then maybe have a beer, and then pack up and head over. Today I was like, I'm just gonna pack a bowl and smoke it. And I fucking did that, so I was super high for the whole afternoon, just kind of getting the rest of the notes together for the show.
Do you get hungry, munchies?
So that's
I don't.
That's what I think it was. Like, I was just wanting a rodeo burger, and then I just saw that chicken sandwich. I was like, I kind of want that. I was like, but then I kind of still want my rodeo burger. And then I just fucking pulled over and ate it all. I can't even breathe right now.
Don't even turn on the TV because every goddamn commercial for food, I'll run out.
It's the one right across from Tyrone.
Yeah,
because we were
right next to True Leaf.
Yep,
we were doing the U-turn because we're now family veterinarians. I was bringing Capistrano in on Tuesday.
Live,
Live tour, and Danielle's like, "Oh my God, there's a Burger King here," and I was like, "God damn!"
It's like one of the only ones. I mean,
I was like, "Yeah, there's a Burger King here. What do you want to talk about?" Locations of Burger Kings? What are we talking about?
They closed the one, obviously, a long time ago over in Gateway.
Do you usually do that?
They
do you
closed.
Usually eat your vegetables
did.
first?
I saw that.
They closed the one across from Walmart on 34th, next to the Wing House.
I didn't remember it being a Burger King.
There was like an Ashley Furniture and a Burger King right there, and they closed that Burger King. So now you can only go to like 30. You can go like 34th and 38th next to the Hardee's.
I know the 4th Street. 38th Avenue, I brought Greg
That's
to
still
Wendy's.
Open. That's
they
still
opened
open.
a new Wendy's further down this way on 4th Street.
And you know what we all say when we see something? We go,
"Oh,
well, I didn't know they had one up here."
Oh, I don't know.
It's like, yeah, no, they got stoplights.
Yeah,
they
so
have stop signs.
Yesterday before work, I got texted. I was supposed to be in at 3, and I got texted and come in at 4 because we're slow. And I was like, well, I got a little extra time. Usually a little extra time means Culver's because you gotta fucking like wait in the line. They need to give you the sticky note with your number on it. Mm-hmm. Put it on your fucking mirror. You gotta wait. It's an experience. You can't. It's not like a Wendy's smash and grab.
What'd you get at Culver's? The butter burger or fish?
Well, they're all butter burger. I mean, no, you can get fish sandwiches.
They're good.
They're all right, but I mean, if I'm gonna go to Culver's, I want a butter burger.
That's how we know Dad's an alien. Do you get fish
actually
sandwiches
for right
from
now?
Culver?
They always have cod, but they have walleye right now.
No shit.
See,
you
are a fast food expert, dude. You know
update.
What fish Culver's
limited time only.
Right,
they don't
Why
always serve.
Why would they sell walleye? I mean, I just don't.
It's fucking Wisconsin, dude.
They're selling
I know.
Wally fish sandwiches.
If you are any bit of a Midwesterner,
walleye is pretty good, bro.
And you
Buttery.
think about Wisconsin, you know, like their number one fish of sport is walleye.
Well, I know northern Ohio, up and around the Great Lakes, walleye is exceptional. You know, I mean, It's big, and it's a big fish you can catch.
So for a limited time only, you run up into Culver to get you a walleye sandwich.
It's walleye season,
Joel
baby.
took me and Chuck on a walleye fishing trip up to his sister's house way north Ohio one time.
Yeah.
And it was like they run in the spring. Like
the salmon at Capistrano.
Yeah, exactly. And they just run in the Maumee River. And Joel's like, hey, you guys want to go fishing up?
We'll
go up to my
down upon the Maumee
way up
River.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So we had to go down to the damn store in downtown Dayton that sold sporting goods.
And
we had to get rubber waders, and it was fucking snowing and cold, and the wind was blowing, and it's a river and their guys are shoulder to shoulder. I mean, for like 100 yards.
Guys are or geysers?
Guys are, because along the edge of the banks, and they're flicking out their damn lure, and the line. It's so windy. The line's coming around on your side, over your head on the neck, and it's like, God damn it! And it's like, me and Chuck's like, nah, we're never ever gonna do this again. It was
that
freezing
sounds like
cold.
it sucks.
It did.
Sounds like it sucks. Yeah.
And they wasn't even trying to catch them. They were trying
you
to
probably
snag
can't
them.
even keep
they
a
were,
buzz
we were
in
using,
freezing cold
we were
water.
using lures. They go, you got to turn your hook this sideways like this, and then do this. I was like, you're snagging them. That's illegal. And they go, and if you catch a fish, and we had to buy these leaders or chains that you put down the side of your
Sounds
pants
like an expensive
to hook
outfit.
them up. Make sure that if you make sure that if you catch a fish, that you reach way under the water and you hook it onto that hooker. You know the chain things that go down.
Yep.
He goes, I go, why is that? And they go, so the Fish and Wildlife Commission doesn't see you catch one because they know that you're trying to snag them.
Well, I didn't catch
That's
any
illegal.
walleye at Culver's yesterday. But what I did catch was, so I had the extra time. And I was like, all right, I'll just spend like a half an hour in my car and listen to the radio, and I'm going to need something to,
I like
pass
cod.
the time.
Cod's nice,
Cod's
flaky
nice.
white fish.
But anyway, what I got at Culver's, you get the double mushroom Swiss. See, they always ask you, like, double? There is a triple option. I don't even know what that would look like. But you can also just get a single.
Something tells me you'll find out soon.
We're on the path. We are on the trajectory to find out what the triple looks like.
Did you get lettuce? Did
No.
they charge you 50 cents?
You go double mushroom Swiss burger.
They charge Bethel.
It just has mushrooms and Swiss on it. But I add grilled onions because you got to. Why not? And then crinkle cut fries, medium or large. I'll just take a medium, thank you. And root beer, because Culver's has their own special root beer. And I was like, you know what, though? Yeah, I'll take a medium peanut butter shake. Peanut butter milkshake, please. Which is just like heavy as shit. Now, I enjoyed it. It was about a half hour. I sat in there and listened to the radio and ate the burger. And, even halfway through the burger, I was like, I'm kind of getting full, man.
But I'm not going to put it in my
But
car.
I'm not going to just like leave this or throw it in the trash. I'm about to go into work, so I'm just going to power through it, knowing full well I still had a medium crinkle cut French fry and a peanut butter shake. And I was like, all right, then I'll just have like a couple fries and a couple like sips off the shake, and then I'm just going to throw this whole fucking thing away. $20, $19.88 was the full order. I'm like,
Good year.
I can't fucking waste this. So I just kept going. I just powered through it.
It's a good thing you don't have a desk job, dude. You'd be
Powered through
fat
it.
as shit right now.
Then I got to work at like 4 o'clock, and I was ill for like the first hour. I was like, man, I am so fucking full. Not to get too graphic, but when I eat ice cream or drink a milkshake or something, if something's already a brewing, it's gonna intensify the storm.
Do you drink coffee?
On my days off, but I won't
coffee
drink it.
will definitely clean you out.
I won't drink coffee on normal on like work days. So yeah, just literally an hour into work, I had to run into the bathroom, and I mean, it was like, it was a symphony in there. If anybody else, and nobody was in there, thankfully, the whole time I was in there. Courtesy flush. No, it wasn't even that, dude. You just ever just pee out of your butt for like 30 seconds straight?
Man, you're gonna have some real bad problems.
It's all.
God damn, is it going to stop?
So you always do a courtesy flush. That way,
Well, you know your colon's clean.
Yeah, exactly. But God, so I was just full all day, and I was like, I'm not going to eat fucking dinner tonight because I'm still fucking full.
But
Then we got to lunchtime today, and that's just I
But I got all that leftover stuff from the golf tournament.
I'm just saying, if the St. Pete Fire Department tries to come pick me up in one of them Kawasaki's, man,
no, I envision
that
you
back
as like
end's just gonna flood, dude. We're just gonna flood out that tailpipe.
I literally think that you're like Brendan Fraser in the new movie,
The Whale?
dude.
The
Like,
Whale?
I feel like I don't know if because you've been eating shit and drinking.
It's
a lot,
not so much about,
and
like-
you're fine.
It's not so much about the diet. It's like the amount. I don't know why.
I don't think you could get like fat.
St. Pete Fire Department would probably be like Okay, you sit in the front. Don't touch anything. I'll just reach around you. I'm going to control the gas.
Like, we're
Just
gonna
look like a
go-
little bitch.
We need to get this
Look
thing
like a
up.
little 6-year-old with his fucking stepdad, Carl, hanging out on the back of a damn...
You're like, hey guys,
And you got to
there's
wear your hat the right way.
Yamaha.
Don't turn it backwards because it's going to hit me in the forehead.
Culver's has
Why would you
walleye.
control
You're
it?
like,
Why would you be in the front of a jet ski wearing your hat the right way? Because that's just going to blow off.
Because the St. Pete Fire Department guy is behind you because you weigh too much.
Oh.
And he's trying to keep it level.
I bet right now the fire department, they're like, okay, uniform. They have one drawing of a dude on the front with a back hat word and then another guy with front word. And they're like, who would you rather have come rescue you?
Chad with the backwards hat.
Backwards hat.
Backwards hat, Chad.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you right
Versus like Carl with the frontwards hat. You got backwards hat, Chad, or frontwards hat, Carl.
I want backwards hat, Chad.
Carl's
every
just
time.
going to like point shit out along the river bank or the lake bank or whatever. And just, there used to be a...
Carl's going to be waving other jet skis on.
Just stop.
Chad is going to be not doing that.
Spraying it. Chad's gonna like spray wake in people's faces, dude. You want to make it snot here or what, dude? Sure.
Do you want off your roof? No, I want to wait for Chad. All
Yeah,
right.
no, I'm gonna wait for Chad. You're gonna die soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad will be here.
Chad will
before
be
long.
here.
He'll be.
Chad will be here. He's coming to pick me up. We don't even know who Chad is. Chad will be here. Don't worry about it. Oh God.
St. Pete Fire Department.
Well,
It's been like
feel bad for your toilet.
15 years since I've made myself a yak, but I think I'm just gonna go take a break and go do that, guys. They call us the Breeze. It's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. Ryan's sneaking up on Dad.
Oh, drink some Timothy Chardonnay.
He went
and
from
you'll
his
yak.
10-point lead last week down to 9 points, so we'll see what they can do. And these birthdays suck.
I think
so.
10 is the most I've had since I got
It's
ahead
been a
of
while.
you.
But we'll get to
I don't
some
think
celebrity
I've gotten
birthdays.
to 11 or
We're gonna take a
12.
quick little birthday break. I'm gonna go yak, and we're gonna smoke some pot, and then I'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right.
Is the Art Ross about the Ross I'm thinking?
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, guys. They call us the Breeze. Bye.
Sometimes, erotic city.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
It's Prince, ladies and gentlemen, Erotic City.
If you wanted to do that, because I was having a hard time figuring out if you had done that, the lead on that, and change your voice.
So, Dad, what we do here at the Breeze, I'm just going to, for any of you new listeners out there, when we come back in with a song, unless it's this one slow country song that we do play like once every 2 months, it's always, if it's a different song, we go to YouTube and Ryan and I pick a song from an artist and we play it. Dad sits here and tries to figure out if it's me,
like an homage
or AI,
and this
or
is
something.
good because I think
because I couldn't tell if it was your voice, but I was going to ask you. My technical
I think it
question
could
would
be.
be if you were to
Throw a flag.
replace
Hey,
your voice with
hey.
that voice and
Throw a
have
flag.
that background.
Right.
Can you stop and start that, and then you still have those girls in the background doing the background part, but cut from this part to that part
I have
with
no idea. I have
don't-
no
you don't
idea.
know?
I just know that's Prince, and that was Erotic City.
that.
that's not you. I was looking at that the whole time. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's Prince.
I guess maybe.
Very popular song
I was
by.
going to say, well, Prince has got a mustache, but Prince ain't got a beard.
He had a goatee at one point. He had a beard
What
at
is
one
it?
point.
What are you doing? A riddle?
He had a beard at one point. He had a goatee at one point. He had a mustache at one point. He had a Fu Manchu at one point. He had just
Those
sideburns at
do
one
not
point.
rhyme.
Until he had no longer. R.I.P.
Until he started, I was coming up with one because I had the first two lines, but
I
He
could
did
use
them.
I could use the second two lines, guys. They call us the Breezes. Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. Sitting here live in the Tiger Cage, episode 195. This one is for April the 17th, the year of our Lord 20 and 25. It's segment 2, so it's time for celebrity birthdays. 5 celebrity birthdays. Dad is up 9 points. He has 535 points on the entirety of the show. Ryan's got 526, so he's down 9. Ryan will go first. Whoever gets closest will get a point. If they're equidistance away from the age, they will each get a point, aka split the point. And if they get it right on the double bubble, they get 2 points. So here we go.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
All right. We got 5 celebrity birthdays here, and they all suck tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But they are notable people, I think, enough to be mentioned. So see if you guys can get kind of close. Ryan, avert your eyes, you pervert. First birthday we have up for you. This guy was in How High with another rapper. This guy's a rapper. They were both rappers in Wu-Tang Clan.
Method Man.
We had Method Man, and then you had
Redman.
Redman. He was on some deodorant commercials, some sport deodorant commercials. Redman from the 90s rap supergroup, the Wu-Tang Clan. A very happy birthday goes out to Redman.
Ryan goes first.
Ryan's up first.
The only thing I know about How High is when your mom tells me to jump, I ask how high.
Ice Cube's coming around
on the way
Twitter.
down.
He's probably 57.
57.
What year were they famous? In the 90s, mid-90s?
90s, they were a powerhouse.
Toured with the
supergroup.
Eagles.
So they're, okay, would you say 57?
57.
Yeah, I was going to say lower, but God, they probably didn't get noticed till they were in their 30s. So I'm going to go 62.
57 versus 62. You're both over. Ryan gets it. He's a double nickel today.
Really?
Redman.
Just didn't seem... Okay.
Next guy, another front man. This one for the world of rock and roll and prog rock at its finest. Definitely, again, mid-90s to late 90s. Biggest success. Still going today. You definitely, it's definitely a specific type of fan base. Cousin Kyle's part of that fan base. Ex-bass player Craig Ogletree's part of that fan base.
Primus.
No. Love Primus.
Tool.
Very happy birthday goes out to the lead singer / designer / everything of the band Tool, Mr. James, or Maynard James Keenan, sorry, excuse me.
46. 46.
It's the Who?
A rock band that was big
I know
in
who it is. Who's
the mid-90s.
The person from it?
Maynard James Keenan, like the lead singer.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably
Could I change my answer?
53.
53. What's that?
Yeah, I mean, if you put $5 into the jar,
It'll get wet.
if you want to change your answer, I mean, Mike, we can settle this any way you want to, Mike.
Do we have to get Larry involved?
All right, so, yeah, what are we doing here, boys?
I already said 47, right?
Ryan says 53.
We'll stick with it.
Maynard James Keenan, 61 today. Ryan gets a point.
Did you know that?
Had I known that, would I have said 47?
Patagonia.
I don't think so.
This next chick was married
I'm
to...
doing the best I can.
Next chick was married to Benjamin Affleck for a while. I think they split up in 2018, 2019.
Jennifer Garner.
And yeah, she's in some Marvel shit, right? And she was on a TV show. Yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, with Ben Affleck.
I mean, she ain't 70 years old, but
she does
around a while.
she does hair shampoo commercials and
She's
shit.
been around a while. She's
Jennifer Garner. Ryan's going to be up first on Jennifer Garner.
she
Ryan's going to be up first on Jennifer Garner.
I know. I'm just trying to help him. She ain't old. She's older than Jeremy.
She's probably 51.
51.
Oh, I think that's too high. I'll say 50 just because I don't know.
You're both under. She is 53 today. Ryan gets a point. Jennifer Garner, happy
I'm
birthday.
taking an ass beating today.
Here we go. 4th of 5. Next birthday. She's like a fashion designer nowadays, but she's also married to one of the biggest soccer players, retired. She was also, she was, you might have even heard of a little thing called the Spice Girls.
Yeah,
back in the day.
they got to be.
She was known as Posh Spice. A very happy birthday goes out to Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, she's very David Beckham. It came from neither one of you two watch soccer, right?
Nope.
Do you, Ryan, ever? Because who did he play for in England? Because he came
Manchester?
from England.
He playing for
Manchester?
a couple of clubs, Mike.
He has. Okay, he knew.
Yeah,
and then he came over here, and he was just.
I know Manchester and Liverpool. Those are the two that.
Oh,
and
really?
then he played Miami.
No,
for a
no,
little
I'm
bit.
saying I don't know.
Oh,
Or
the
he owns
cities.
Miami.
I'm saying I don't know. I know
I know
that.
they
I
have
know those
teams.
two have teams.
Oh,
I know
okay.
those two have teams.
Probably Manchester, and then he went to California, right? He played in California for a California team.
Anyway,
here.
his
He's
wife,
probably like, she's probably like 52.
52.
3, I'll say.
One of you was one away from the double bubble. Because
I hope
she
it's 54.
is 50 today.
I'm getting my ass beat.
All right, last one. Not an easy one at all. Probably the hardest one out of all of them. I don't even know who the fuck she is. I just couldn't find anybody else. She's the girl with the dragon tattoo. She was also in the movie The Social Network. Not as Zuckerberg's like main girlfriend, but I think a friend of hers. Very happy birthday goes out to Rooney Mara. Girl with the dragon tattoo.
When were they were in the movies?
So The Social Network, about Facebook, the movie about Facebook that came out in like
somebody did a
the 2000s.
Yeah, I think I read
and
it.
then Dragon Tattoo probably came out within the last 10 years.
And she played.
So it's Dad's turn?
No, it's your turn.
No. He won. What was the last question? He had. He won.
All right.
He won. He had to go
Well,
first.
yeah, you
The
won.
whole thing?
No, it's me. I have no clue. Maybe your age or something. I'll say 40. I don't know.
I say 40. Brian, what do you think?
I'm going to say she's probably 37.
37
I'm close.
v 40. One of you got the double bubble.
It's 37. I know it.
She's 40 today.
Dummy.
Avoids a sweep. Avoids a sweep and cuts the lead in half. Avoids the sweep and
So
cuts
that
the lead
number-
in
You
half.
just
That
almost got
number was
dropped
getting
off at the wrong place.
That number was getting pretty wide on that.
I mean, Ryan gained 2 on you. You gained 2 on
I
you.
know.
I
Thank
gained
God.
3, no?
I think more.
Well,
Well, I
he,
guess,
you gained
yeah.
4,
I think
and then he got a double bubble, so you gained 2. Wow. You never know what's going to happen. That's why you got to tune in every week. But, yeah, we're just out here having fun.
I've got Elon Musk as a birthday coach.
Low key, I've been approached by a lot of sponsors to try to win this event lately. So I've been
Again,
stepping it up.
and we have a lot of flowers to give out tonight. But before we do that, probably do that next segment. Before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, it's the best time of the fucking year. It's time for some NHL playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Starting approximately Sunday, April 20th.
They patiently were waiting.
It's the best part. Here's the best part. Yeah.
It's weird
Okay,
because
all
it's
right.
like 90 degrees almost now.
Here's the best part. Who's always off? Who has 2 thumbs and is always off on Sundays?
Oh,
This guy right here. Except for one day a year, Mother's Day. I already know I'm going to work Mother's Day. But, that's the only Sunday I ever get scheduled. This Sunday, not only is it 420, shout out, hey.
That's pot
Light
smoking,
them up.
right?
It's
Yeah.
a police code for weed, yeah. Not only 420, it's not only is your joint smoke going to be risen, he is risen. It's Easter Sunday. And I got scheduled. But
Well,
on top
I
of
don't
those
know these
3
reasons.
things,
I heard, that article.
he's
I
in
told
Santa
you about.
Monica.
No, Egypt, under that pyramid.
There are not only those 3 things, but the NHL playoffs will most likely be starting on Sunday.
So who will we play right off the bat,
and
do you think?
I'm not sure if we're going to play Sunday. Now
We are going to play.
we're playing. But we could equally be playing Monday, and I'm off Monday because they scheduled me Sunday. So I'm like, if we start on Sunday and I am not home, I mean, not even just for Lightning, just NHL playoff in general. That's all that's going to be on TNT all fucking day.
Yeah.
And I need to be in that garage. Instead, I'm working at 3 o'clock till God knows
can we
when.
make a commitment right now that like
Now,
if
do
they
you
blow
guys-
up, if they blow up,
You
and we
probably
can get-
do you watch all the playoff games and the other teams?
Whatever I can. Whatever I
to
can.
try to scout how good they
Whatever
are.
I can. I watch the
You
West
do?
Coast like crazy,
Or all
just to
of
see
them.
what they're
I
like.
mean, you like to watch. You like to
We
watch
should try to
hockey
get,
like
like,
I
a
watched
package.
football in the 1980s, probably.
Yeah. Well, so no, hold on. So I'm glad you just. What'd you just say, Ryan?
We should get a package.
Hold on. I'm glad you're bringing this
because
up.
we're off on Thursdays.
I'm glad you're bringing this up, buddy.
We're off on Thursdays no matter what. I mean, if we just kept
I'm glad you're bringing this up, buddy.
Here, we can just.
All right.
That's our Thursday as the boys.
All
we
right,
just go
Don
watch.
Cherry here. NHL playoffs starting this Sunday, 4:20, TNT, ESPN. Woo! Let's go, baby.
Hey,
What?
Don.
I'll tell you right now.
Tell us about this Breachak package deal.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah.
If you go on to TigerCageMedia.com.
So, we're starting off with them stinking Panthers.
Are we?
Those little runts.
Stinking Panthers. The only thing
Well,
is,
the thing is, they beat our ass a lot.
Bobrovsky hasn't been as good as he normally is this season.
And I don't watch hockey like you guys do, but I know the Panthers.
Because Bobrovsky and Vasilevsky, that's a story in and of itself. That's a story right there. You got two amazing goaltenders. But Bobby hasn't had the year he had last year. Tkachuk's been out. Matt Tkachuk's been out for like the last 25 games.
And we're talking about
and he's
our
expected to
team.
come in. And
What
there's
was his injury?
Ekblad and a couple other guys have been out.
What was his injury?
Don't know. Don't care. It's fucking Panthers. You know, Brady's in too.
Oh,
So
you're talking about their
Tom's playing now.
both Tkachuk brothers
What?
are.
He quit ESPN. He had $135 million or $335
I don't know how he's going to do with the no
contract.
touching
He
rule.
needs to compete.
I don't know how he's going to do
He
with the no
found a-
contact
he
rule.
found
Oh, no. I can't check. I don't even want to be
He
him.
found a gap in one of the teams, and he got the nod. And
Yeah.
Oh, probably Michael
so we're
Strahan was the
playing-
general manager. That's the gap.
We're playing the damn Panthers.
Get it?
And then you have the Leafs playing the Sens. Now,
Well, dude.
I think the Sens are hot right now, dude.
they're
They're gonna beat the Leafs.
This is why we're not in
Do you
15
think-
countries
okay, so-
across the country. Like,
Do you think Mayo's head could explode if Tom Brady were to come out of retirement and Boston Bruins drafted him? Do you think that'd be too much for Mayo to like?
His heart would explode. Yeah.
He would just like one
His
day.
heart would explode.
he had a major heart attack. At,
would-
how old
John,
is he?
shout out,
At
man.
28 years old. Why?
He would John Lennon.
He's mid-
I
he's
think it
mid.
has to do with how much he had on that game.
He's mid taking
Or
an
that-
order. He's
but-
taking an order, and it's just like
There's no way Tom Brady's
Oh, he
coming out.
looks-
I'll take that on a 6-part parlay. 200,000.
we love him.
Oh,
guy
God.
shot Lennon.
Yeah,
Guy
exactly.
shot Lennon.
What's the number that you got? Well, you'll bet on.
Not John Wilkes Booth. That was Abraham.
No, it
Yeah.
was
But it was a 3-part name. Guy who shot Lennon.
Tommy
John
Lee
Wilkes
Jones.
Booth. Yeah. $60,000 on it, or $6,000.
Mayo,
on
if
it.
Mayo found that out, he would just travel to wherever Tom was and shoot him because he wouldn't be able to like understand.
Bullshit, this ain't happening. I ain't losing this bet.
I even asked him last night too. Right?
Well, then he shows us like we're looking through it. It falls out of his backpack, and it's the
Well,
and it's the sports almanac.
for anyone out there that
it's
doesn't
the
really,
future betting from, and we're like,
for anyone who
damn.
doesn't really
if he
follow,
listens to this show, he's going to hate us.
for everyone who doesn't follow NHL out there, the Bruins basically finished in like last place. So Mayo was on suicide watch for a while, and we mentioned that Brad Marchand, their captain, left basically during the trade season and went over to the Florida Panthers, who are now playing against the Bolts. And Mayo's like, man, fucking just
I guess
sucks.
I'm a Panther now.
No, he goes, it just sucks. I'm not even going to be watching any fucking like NHL hockey this year or playoffs this year. And I was just like, later on, I was like, well, hey man, ain't you going to at least root against us for your boy Marshy? And he's like, no, you know me. Once they leave my team, they're dead to me. And except for Brady,
He'll watch
and that's
it.
what he said. He's like, except for Brady, he's like, but. He's like, I'm rooting for you guys unless you guys end up coming against the Avs in the final. He's like, then I'm going to root for the Avs because I just love that team. And I was like, yep, that's understood. So,
Have a good night, later, Mayo. And then you guys like slowly vanished.
but yeah, then we slowly, trailed off like, what is it called? A Field of Dreams. We just faded back into the cornfield and went about our night.
But anyways, what
But
else?
yeah, so the playoffs are here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we're playing the Panthers. Sens are gonna beat the Leafs.
So
There's
we're
no
gonna
fucking
get
way.
some tickets.
So we're gonna have to play the Sens, and then I think we're gonna have to play the Capitals before we end up having to play the Winnipeg Jets. I think that's the way it's gonna go. We're gonna face up against the Jets in the West. They won the President's Trophy, and I know that that's normally a curse, but I think the Jets have the stuff this year. So we'll see.
we were talking.
Yes, you said it would be cool if we could find like a package. I never enter contests at all because I just never win contests. So, but I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
We entered into a contest on Sunday morning, and we didn't fare well.
I never enter in like
awesome.
We'd have lost a pitcher of beer.
I bet I could guarantee what. But yeah, anyways,
all the
so we don't get off track.
It was a good team.
I entered into a contest on Facebook. It's from Advent Health, who, as we know, are Tampa Bay located and huge sponsors of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, to get tickets or something?
Advent Health said, register here for your chance to win. And all you do is you just put in your name and your email and your phone number. And then and they're like, we're going to spam the shit out of you, but you can unsubscribe at any time. And I'm like, boom, done. And
your number got called?
It just popped up yesterday. But they said
entering the contest.
We're going to enter the contest. And they said, I don't know when they said they announced the winners, but I'm going to check back. But it's for 4 tickets and 4 custom jerseys.
Oh, really?
Probably third level, but
hopefully
still, I'd rather sit in third level than
game.
anything. And it's one of the first round games. So I don't know. The schedule's not out yet for the first round. Hopefully there's a Thursday game and we win and we can go on a Thursday after a podcast. Otherwise, we might have to make some arrangements work-wise.
How many people does that stadium hold?
Don't know.
Because they're we're listening to Lightning Radio or whatever, right?
No, it was on Facebook. Yeah,
but it's better than the damn Powerball. You got 1 in 52,000 chances, right?
Just people that follow the Lightning on Facebook.
I think that's a great deal, but we should push them even harder.
What?
Well, we get the jerseys. We get the
corn dogs.
I think we should ask for corn dogs. $50 a person for concession stands.
If they want the breeze,
look, they're not getting us individually, gentlemen. They're getting us as the breeze.
We're kind of like a
you should contact the.
So we have to ask for something more.
You should contact the CEOs of.
I'll sell
Tampa
all that.
Bay Lightning. Say I want Andrew Chuck dollars.
I'll sell all that. Away for
$1 billion Andrew Chuck dollars.
I'll sell all that away for some Jumbotron time with our podcast logo on there.
If you don't mind.
Just hanging out and partying with Thunderbug, drinking, slamming some beers with Thunderbug. Mom just looking super disappointed.
And then we get shut down and we're telling that story for the rest of our
lives.
Not only is Mom how close we could be.
Not only Mom's super disappointed in the 3 of us drinking with Thunderbug, but she's also disappointed that we all have.
Hey, it's a lightning
bug. We all have
Don't
jerseys.
Bother. Don't hang out with those 3.
We all have
fly away.
We all have jerseys that say Breachak with the year we're born on them, and Mom just has Shore with 69 on her back, and she's like, "What the fuck? God damn it!
I got to do it, Sharon."
God, I had to do it, Sharon. What does it have to be? Shore's
supposed to let Tampa Lightning just implode on itself, Sharon?
Somebody had to babysit the 3, and I was elected.
Oh yeah. So I'm.
Why did you say that you wanted also a hot balloon? You wanted a private jet? I had to do it, Sharon.
It's a rider, Sharon. It's called a rider.
That's how those things work. You negotiate.
Now,
spring water, Sharon. Spring water. They have spring water.
Before we had
Johnny Cash asked for caffeine-free Diet Coke on ice, Sharon.
Before we head to our next break or whatever, I want to know what the Rory Flowers is about.
Well, we're getting into Flowers next segment.
No, let's just do it now.
No, we're literally breaking right now. We're on 20 minutes. All right, we'll be right back, guys. We'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.
You guys.
We'll teach you how to grow those flowers coming up next segment.
Hey guys, welcome back in. Say call us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was Maps and Atlases with The Fog in the Fall off their album Lightlessness is Nothing New. Out here chilling with Dad, chilling with Ryan. It smells good in this studio right now, boys. I'm smelling some lilac. I'm smelling some lavender. I'm smelling roses, magnolias.
Yeah, we're gonna spruce it up.
No lilies, because lilies are the
And I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna do some redecorating. I'm moving that picture
flowers
down there to that area right behind your head.
Just plant some flowers around. Make it liven up the place.
Because it looks like you're just like Mike. Staring at me.
Oh, Evans? Yeah, I'm like, do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, you look at you.
Do a good
job. So
job.
I'm moving it over to there.
I mean, it does. Like I said, I mean, and you guys,
I
can go out there and see this picture.
Almost all football long, right?
If you guys go to our Facebook page, they call us a Breeze on Facebook, and you look up probably about a year or two within, you'll see. And we don't post a whole lot on there, once a month maybe. You'll see a photo of the 3 of us on the back stoop of my house that we have since turned into a canvas print little 8x10 canvas print and hangs on the wall where Mike Evans once hung. And it looks like a cool punk rock album cover photo, or like maybe the backside where the track listing is. But I am staring at the camera in a way that's like, do better.
And we only have 15 left on QVS, and you've got like 20 minutes to buy the rest
QVC.
of them. QVC, okay. And pardon me for being wrong.
Yeah.
And they're $16.95 for a
But
picture. That includes
if you order
shipping.
within the next 10 minutes, you can have 2 for the price of $32.99.
Yep.
Save yourself $1.
BOGO.
Yeah.
Man, I would buy right now.
Yep. Free shipping on orders of 2,000 and more. But also, yeah, you can just buy all of Ryan's prints.
And we have a new
t-shirts.
book coming out as well.
Yeah. It's called Change Yourself or I'll Change It For You.
Yep.
And that's
and
a self
if
book
you get
to myself.
that book and you look at that picture and you look at his belly now, you'll see what that means.
We're doing good. We're doing great. Ryan's belly got smaller and mine got bigger.
I was gonna.
It's called Seasons.
You evil person!
I know this is
called
kind
Seasons.
of out
You
here, but
switched your
I was just
fat to
thinking,
him.
like, what if we cleaned up our act and this summer we just kind of open these windows and we create like a candy store?
Just sell candy? Can I sell weed? At least I have a card.
We could maybe make it a like.
How do we make? No.
Just there's square footage into a Blockbuster.
How do we
Old
start a
Blockbuster,
dispensary?
and
Can we start a dispensary?
We have 4
make
windows.
like a hot dog stand. We got 3 windows we can open.
Yeah.
Which window? Okay, pay here.
Ryan back here just making fucking
Make
smash
your order
burgers.
here. Pay there.
Ryan's
Yeah.
just in here.
He's-
The
he's-
whole house is covered in grease and fucking smoke.
So
Sharon,
Trace
we're
is
killing
what-
it. Sharon,
Mom
So
comes
Trace-
home. Mom comes home. What the fuck is happening right now?
way before that, Mom goes, so why are you selling 5 of those guitars and putting the rest in
No,
Ryan
we're
and
beyond
Jeremy's
that.
house?
We're in a
and you're
restaurant.
cutting a hole
Don't
in the
worry
wall?
about it, Sharon.
It's-
Why is there a flat top grill 9 feet long in the fucking tiger? Don't worry about it, Sharon. God, she comes home tomorrow and we're just fucking. We got and every
Nobody used that room but us anyway. So
if you've seen the movie The Founder, when he pulls up and he's
Dude, I'm
dumbfounded.
thinking you could scoop ice cream in that corner, get grill burgers going in that
and
corner.
we got
if you've seen the movie, if you've seen the movie The
grill
Founder,
could be right in that room right there.
when Michael Keaton first
perfect.
walks up to that McDonald's and he's looking around, he's just like amazed that there's no actual like sit-in restaurant or like drive-through, and then the kid's like, he's like, where do I eat it? And he's like, wherever you want. You can eat it in the. But
I think we're
Mom
onto
pulls
something,
up.
boys.
Mom pulls up, and
she's like,
and
don't
she's like-
even think about it.
She goes, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then patrons in line just turn to her and go, "Oh, it's the Breeze. Yeah, you can eat it wherever you want in your car."
She's like, I fucking live here. That's the
like,
first time you hear
fucking
Mom
move
cuss.
over.
Get out of my fucking driveway.
They just think she's some.
Oh, what are
wondering
they
lady.
up to now? What are they?
I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
That's the weirdest
Breeze
restaurant
Burgers.
I ever been to.
If
Breeze
you literally
burgers,
take
baby.
this whole part and just cut it off right here,
Just get the kids from Bob's Burgers to come over, start working the
4
grill.
or 5
and-
different things. We could probably do it, you
Gene,
guys.
Put
us
dad
us
in a
three,
hamburger suit.
All we need is this much space.
Yeah,
On a lot.
That's all they needed in the original McDonald's.
I'm sure
With this
Jungle
many
Prada would
windows.
appreciate that.
With this many
Oh, are you
windows,
kidding? We'd have golf
You think
carts lined up down the street.
You
dude.
think you exactly
We'd have
if
golf carts lined up
if you
down
got
the street.
permitted, you think that would ever happen?
Well, what you could do is you can
But
set each window
no.
up for something a little
couldn't
different.
keep weed in the
There's too
same
many
room.
people out there
I
would
can't be-
say, St. Pete, you are not allowing that permit.
I think it's a good
No,
idea.
yeah.
That would happen in
think
this
so.
neighborhood. No
Sunday
no.
football Sundays when I start coming back over here every Sunday, and that church.
However, I think
that
that
church
church
be letting
parking
out.
lot-
That church be letting out.
Oh
at a
yeah,
certain
they're
point.
gonna want to have a burger. They're gonna have one.
Well, no, we
Ice
can't.
cream.
We can't build on the church parking lot because every 3 months we need to reinvent the setup on how we do things, and we need to go draw it out with chalk on the church parking lot.
Hot dog stands is what you're saying.
Well, I want to let you know that I am
I ain't
best
wearing no
friends
goddamn
with
tea back.
the rabbi, and we can get them in there.
I'll sell hot dogs, but I ain't wearing a
wait.
tea back.
Is that a Jewish church?
Where?
Wait, what do I go to?
There?
Is that
Hell no. That,
where?
You talking
Not
about
like
Radiant?
not like driving past us right now.
No, I think it's an extraterrestrial. It's
Is that
Radiant.
a Jewish? Where?
It's Radiant. Isn't that
What
not
is- what is that?
extraterrestrial?
It's right behind you. No, you said
Yeah,
a
it's
rat.
right-
You said a
it's
rabbi.
Literally,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
literally 2 houses behind you.
Really?
Where you sit.
Really.
Literally.
Look at me. You are growing something there. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got a Remy coming in on the side of that nose, bud.
Oh, dude.
Better deal with that.
Wait,
Better deal with that.
Which side? This side?
It's the other side.
This side.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got?
Gosh.
Look by his eye, dude.
I don't know. I
Those
think someone could
fucking-
film a movie on this thing.
What's this?
No, Matt
You
Damon's
can't
going to
see
do...
it.
No.
No, you're fucking with me. You could see it.
Matt Damon's going to do Mars Part
What?
2 on
No, I
that thing
can't. What are you talking about?
next week.
Ooh, who's his
Point to it.
co-star?
What are you guys talking about?
Sloan Kettering.
I'm gonna get him in there. He's gonna be like, Matt, what are you talking about?
I can't. My eyesight's not.
If we drill 3,000 feet
Swafford
down
says
into this thing,
He took
I don't know
that
what
the
you're
bit
talking about.
that we were trying to take his rabbit cage apart. It's not one of the long bits where you guys don't know about.
Oh.
Well, you do know that
We
you
almost
chuck
have-
into your impact wrench
He pointed at me when he said, "You do know."
and impact
You
wrench.
too.
You chuck
You
that
too
long
now.
bit into the impact wrench. It's got the indentations. It ain't coming out. And he was using one of those little teeny tiny, sliding it in there. Yeah, you don't engage it. And he goes,
Never
and I was
want to.
like, he
Never
goes,
want to.
oh, damn it, I lost the bit out of this goddamn wrench. Let's
Get drunk! Yeah! Now we're talking. All right!
I go, what? He goes, it's about that long, and it's like a shiny blue.
And that was tool.
I
That was,
said, well, that's
So,
just how my
if
day
you all
That's
have that-
hilarious.
that was
on
Tool
your-
Talk from Dad, brought to you by Red House.
For all of you out there playing Mike's Bingo, go ahead and put.
The Tool Talk.
Sorry about getting that
Mark
that
Tool
train
Talk.
off the track there.
If you were hoping for
well-
Cumberland Lake, I'm sorry, that's not going to be. Well, we still have a lot of show left, so you never know.
Yeah, let's go ahead and read them off. He said, tack. He said, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We're doing a
start
bingo.
doing-
I
No,
ain't
dude,
I
that
ain't-
is a fucking amazing idea.
We're doing
I
a
am
Mike
not
bingo.
attacking anybody.
Next week. We're gonna.
Oh, ATAC.
Next week, no. Can we do this seriously?
Well, that's how
Right,
I said
well,
it.
remember to write it down.
We're gonna have a private bingo card over here that Ryan and I are staring at, and you don't know. And we're gonna
What are you gonna do?
falling down in Nashville, Tennessee.
We at least have to. Oh, and if the people want to get in too, they can.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions out there,
Right
just go to our
in
Facebook
comment,
page.
like what Dad often says
On
and
the podcast.
We will put that onto a big hat and we'll pull a bingo card.
Teresa, I'm just gonna have a square that says Teresa.
Free
And it depends, man. And you really
No, I meant she'd be like, "Hey, so what?"
Dad's
what
like,
we're
"I'll print 'em for
what
you,"
We're
and
thinking
then he
about doing.
absolutely
You remember
just,
how
like,
we went to
sways it.
Nashville for like 2 or 3 days a minute? With
does a
Carmen?
Trump impression.
We're
like,
thinking that we would go down to Memphis, and we'd be like,
Memphis, Gibson
buy one
Factory,
guitar.
Gibson
We'll
Factory.
go through the tour, and then we'll buy one
the
guitar.
segment's writing
for
itself. Thank you for the notes.
$2,500.
I appreciate the notes.
We'll buy a Gibson guitar for $2,500, and then we're gonna go up to Nashville and then watch people play, and we're gonna ship.
Something about still waiting on a check.
I know.
Regardless if it's a Billionaire episode or not.
No, we'd pay them. I mean, we'd swindle them down or whatever, but I mean that would be. And Teresa'd be like,
Mike Evans. He's just
Why?
one of them.
My God.
"Why do you need a Gibson Les Paul guitar? Because it's coming
It's like
right
Charlie.
from
He doesn't
the
even know we're
factory."
riding the bit around what he's saying right now. He's just
Me?
still
Are
talking.
Are you talking about me?
No,
No,
we're
just
filling
getting-
out the bingo
yeah,
card
yeah,
spaces
so
by you
you're-
just
and you're
continuing to
doing
talk,
good.
and you don't even know you're doing great, and we're getting all the different. We're getting prepared for the bingo card. Like you
I'm
just
so-
gave us 7 that we didn't even think about.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Good. So I should.
And we're basically.
If I could
10%
get to
there,
the back
and
of my
we're,
brain during the game,
Yeah.
maybe I'll remember it.
Hell yeah!
But I mean, that would be the ultimate trip.
Dennis Badman.
And then we'll go to and we also will go,
imitates Charlie.
and we also will go to Sun Records for sure.
Yes.
We don't have to go to Graceland.
No one had Sun Records. I
Hey,
don't think, but
If
Graceland.
I'm going to Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland.
It is
Graceland. Memphis, Tennessee.
okay, we'll go all three. But
Poor
can we
boys
get-
and
can we get some-
children
Sun
and
Records,
families, and we are going to
Sun
Graceland.
Records is going to
Oh,
be
I got a banger
so
for you, bro.
small, like garage-like looking to you guys
Uh-huh.
that you would think like, I mean, really. I mean,
Oh, I
it's,
believe it.
it's
We're
still
not-
got the fucking linoleum tile floors, and it's got the
we're not
footmarks
doubting you.
where Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley, those guys, were standing.
Fucking it up. Just
Yeah,
fucking it up.
yeah.
Dad the whole time's like, Are these just 2x4s or like what's this garage?
I
made
think
out
at
of?
one point the owners
I don't know.
were like,
no one's really ever
cheap.
asked me that. Sir.
Really, really
All right.
cheap.
All right.
Really, really cheap because they sold Elvis's contract to
Bob Evans, the record producer, Bob Evans.
The record
Biscuits
company
and Gravy
back in-
Records.
No, never mind. You guys.
That
too
was
young.
Nirvana.
You guys
That
are
one
too
was
young.
Nirvana. Never
That
mind.
wasn't.
But
Nirvana.
anyway, I mean, it's like
Rain.
the whole thing is no
On
bigger
your
than
wedding
my
day.
front yard.
Yeah.
And it's just
A free ride when you've already paid.
It's two
you know?
stories.
Yeah.
It's 2 stories,
I love it.
and they
Keep
got.
going.
Yeah, I got to take you guys there.
Oh,
and then we're going. To,
I'll take you there,
And we're going
I'll take
to
you there.
we're going to Gibson Factory. We're going to buy Les Paul there.
and you're not going to pay for anything.
Oh, I am. Oh, I'm definitely buying.
No,
a
I mean
guitar.
like you're telling us like you're not.
No, Dad's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Dad's like, no.
Yeah,
He
we're
leaves
gonna
us.
do it.
He leaves us there at the exit. He's like, I actually got a job. Yeah, I'm gonna be actually getting some of that scrap wood, and I'm gonna be bringing it in, and it's gonna be nice. Teresa and I are gonna be moving up here now, and I'm gonna be
The
kind of
number,
fulfilling one of my
Moving on
ultimate
top
dreams.
to
And
the east side.
the top 5 crime-ridden cities in America.
and then
Memphis,
Dad
Tennessee.
has like 18 beautifully done guitars just from scrap metal or
Yeah.
scrap wood.
Oh, I
that's
just dug this
throwaway.
one out of the trash can last night.
Yeah.
I don't think I could be a luthier. I don't think I have the patience. I loved
What?
I loved being a woodworker when I was young, and I think if I would have started,
I
if I
feel
would
like
have had any friends in Florida here, Swafford can't
Still
play.
looking for any.
Swafford-
If anybody wants to be his friend out there, we're still shopping.
Swafford can't play.
Still in the
nothing.
market.
So if I'd had any friends, because you guys were, little
Well,
kids.
yeah, you were like 25,
I had nobody
26.
to play guitar with.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
like-
like, if I had
Dad
anybody,
was about,
I'd
Dad was
probably,
about 29, 30 when he moved down here, and he just hasn't had any friends since. We're talking 32
No, I was
years.
28. I
Now-
was 28.
Okay.
now what if
Add
you
No,
another
but
year. Add another year.
guitar playing friends. I said.
What do you think about if you had a smaller garage?
What do you think
how many
about-
more friends you would have? Well, you had a ton of friends coming in, but if there was no garage to hang out,
Well, the reason
what would you do?
What?
You spent a lot of time in that garage. So my question to you is, like, do you think spending less time, like, you could be out there a little bit more? Like, if the garage sucked, right? If you had a shitty garage, that's what probably sold you on the place, right? You guys never park cars in there, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's what sold me on my place.
I love that garage. But yeah, there's no reason to leave. But if
Yeah.
that garage was smaller, do you think you would have probably went out?
I love that garage.
I miss that garage. I built a lot of different smoking apparatuses in that garage, and a pedal board
You
holder and a keyboard holder.
It was a nice garage. I mean, we didn't park in it, but it was dry.
No one taught me how to use a drill press. I figured that shit out. And
Did you?
Well, I knew how to use a hand drill, like a power drill.
It was probably him and Dave.
So I
like,
figured
hanging
out like how to twist that key.
So what do you think?
And get a fatter.
I think you put it in here
He
and
goes-
tighten it, and then these little jaws.
Was it
wrap around-
Dave?
He goes, "All right, dude."
Dave
Was it Dave?
Kowalski.
No, I was running the show, and he was just chilling. I was like, "Just come help me in case I need like an extra set
And
of hands."
obviously, you
I was
both.
like, "I don't know what I'm doing."
You were both high for sure.
Yeah.
That was just a guess.
I think
but-
my dad's got some tools out in the
And I was
garage.
like, "He's got the drill press. I'm gonna try to screw into a pickle jar lid, but I need it to be like the size of a hose. So I'm gonna
Wait,
have
is
to,
that thing loud?
Does he have a drill bit that big?
I was like, I'm gonna have to get out a drill bit that big and try to figure out how to put it into that drill press. Take out the I never used a drill press before in my life. Take out this drill bit. And so I was like, oh, there's a key. And he's like, yeah, you probably just twist that and loosen it. So we're just kind of figuring it out like as we go. And he's like, all right, I think this is the biggest.
One of you didn't get hurt. But
And we put this fucking huge fucking and it cut my damn hands up because I wasn't
Dad,
thinking it would.
the wood
Dad, you know
boring,
damn
wood
well you
boring
probably
drill-
came out eating a popsicle with your boxers and was just watching them the whole time.
No,
What
this was
the
definitely
God?
like
And then-
before. This was like 2
Eric,
p.m.
you're a dumbass.
It's like at 2 p.m. No parents
What
were
the
home
hell
to
are you
supervise.
guys
what the
doing?
hell are you boys doing?
And then I took the smaller drill bit, I put it back in, and I drilled the other 4 holes for the tubes. It was a hookah. So I was basically drilling a big hole. I had a pickle jar that basically was going to have a garden hose
I have to
socket
go pee.
to be the.
I
Well,
can't
we're going to
be-
break in a minute. We're going to break in
I
1
can't
minute.
be
Oh my
a part
God,
of
Jesus
this
Christ.
illegal information that I'm getting fed into my ears.
AKA, he just didn't think to go pee before
No,
we started
I did.
the segment.
I'm fine. I'm
No.
just
He's
messing with you.
malfunctioning over there.
But yeah, so we screw in a huge like garden hose attachment. That's going to be the bowl piece. but we have to have 2 little or 4 little spaces for the hookah tubes. So we literally were changing bits on the drill press, and I was impressed.
Out how to do,
yeah.
I'm impressed that you guys did that. What grade? Or out of school?
First.
Is that
high school.
Was that before Orlando or after Orlando?
No, that was before Orlando. That would have been like.
And you figured out how to use the drill press and the vise and everything
by ourselves. Me and Dave just kind of talked each other through it. We were just like, yeah, that looks about right.
The same guy that asked you to wait.
I mean, when he went to Nashville, him and
Talk about Kyle, and they went to Colorado.
I'm not gonna.
When you went to Nashville, you and what's her name?
Danica
went to Nashville, and you guys built those bookcases. That's when you bought a lot of your tools and you learned how to use everything. So it doesn't surprise me.
But I couldn't have done it without growing up in a garage full of tools that I shouldn't have been around, unsupervised.
I was like, and you're like, this guy has total, trust in the whole process. Being like your Batman, Robin, both of you are Batman, and you guys end up making this thing. This is the same guy, guys. Remind you. When they were in the middle of a hurricane, said I need to go back, grab snacks, and only grabbed half a bag of chips.
Nope. It was the corner of a bag of crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mad scientist. So this is a.
He can't be trusted.
This thing that you built, can you kind of tell me, like, is it a square cube of something? And you had
so. To be exact, what was going on, it was an industrial size, the ballpark size pickle jar. It was going to be a hookah, water bong, a hookah. Hookah generally is any sort of tobacco smoking device that has water in the base of it.
Right.
And has at least 4 or maybe at least 2 tubes that extend for sucking on. And I was going to build a hookah that had a pickle jar, and it had a hose attachment that big of a fucking bowl. Obviously, you want a big bowl for a hookah. And then the actual tubes were dead old guitar cables, the rubber guitar cables, and the jacks were hollowed out and detached, but you could still twist the jack. You know how you can twist that metal casing off of a jack?
Mm-hmm. On a guitar plug?
So I had it to where those were stopping smoke come out if there was only 2 people smoking instead of 4. You had to unscrew the jack of whichever tube you picked. Otherwise, it would be covered with the jacks.
Engineering.
And I stripped everything out of that. But basically, I was just like, Dave, I'm doing this today. And he's like, oh, I'll come over and help. So like that's how we got the holes in the pickle jar lid. But yeah, so it was basically 4 guitar cables and little jacks. It was pretty cool.
A lot of engineering.
And I brought it with us to Orlando, so it was right before we went to Orlando. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I also built a pipe out of a microphone. We'll get into that another day, guys. They call us a breeze.
Like one of these?
And then Dave submitted all those for his art projects for the first 2 semesters.
Like a regular old microphone, right?
Yeah, like a regular stage microphone. I turned into a fucking bowl. Yeah. We'll get into that another day, but we'll get into some flowers after this break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm
Bye.
smelling those
They're
dandelions.
dying. They're dying in the heat. They're wilting. We got to give them out. Bye.
Hold me fast. Hold me fast.
That guy's arm's got to be wore out so he gets done with that
Call
fiddle
us the
part.
breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo,
You know
Echo, Sierra. Sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage.
So I got that song from the finale of season 3 of Righteous Gemstones, actually.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah, they all just absolutely wreck stuff with a 4-wheeler, all as a family. In this
During like a montage
life.
with that song playing.
So good.
That was Collective Soul with Shine, covered by Dolly Parton. That was good. No.
Yeah, I liked it.
I knew you didn't know what was coming.
The pickers, they were pretty good.
Well, Dad has no idea that that's a cover and that's a 90s grunge Nirvana style song.
That's fine. But, I mean, it sounded good.
Bingo.
They were tight,
Bingo.
and they picked well.
But that's pretty tight that Dolly Parton, at her ripe old age of 117, decided to cover "Shine" by Collective Soul from the 90s.
Think about this. Now, I know you guys are way young, and I'm only 64.
We are not.
But if we're 70
not exactly
years
kids
old,
anymore, man.
and she's probably 70 years old.
I have to change
I bet she's 70 years old.
I have to change the tagline of the show next year because it says two brothers in their 30s.
Well, yeah.
You know?
So, but think about this. Think about this.
You're so close to getting that senior discount at all these fast food restaurants.
I just want a 55-cent coffee. I'm sure they exist out there somewhere.
By the way, if you need a fake ID to get that, I got you.
But
I just need an AARP
as far
card.
as she's
I
concerned,
know I can get you. That's what I'm saying. We'll
as
talk
far as
offline.
she's concerned, and she's always in the limelight, right? And she has her park.
Talking about
And
Dolly
she-
Parton. Yeah, okay. All right.
And she hasn't, if she hasn't toured or cut anything in a while,
Toured.
and she seems like she's as energetic as the
next person.
you
next
know,
door. Or what?
Energizer,
the DMV.
Energizer Bunny. I mean, it's like,
Dad does have.
wouldn't you think that she would want to like? Well, what do you think about we just go down in the studio and see if we can't record a new album or something? I mean, it wouldn't be out of. I would not put that beyond her.
Thank you, Mike.
What do you think?
We need.
What's your opinion?
Go ahead, Michael.
What's your opinion on flowers?
I like flowers.
I like flowers.
Now, if a chick gets you flowers, yeah, right, and you know she probably knows you don't really care about flowers, but I mean that's still kind of like that's a big move. That's a big thought that counts type move. It's like
It
wow,
is. It
you
absolutely
love
is.
you love me.
And not only that, but you're getting
Yeah.
a ton of oxygen from those flowers being in your house. So
So she's kind of saying she would like you to stay alive. So that's
well,
pretty
they're
cool.
like, we want you flowers in the house.
But then she buys you the 2
Heightens
packs
your
of
mood.
Marlboro Red Hundreds also that you asked for.
Ooh,
So that's
was the soil the tobacco? Did she shred them?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Sure. Speaking of flowers, guys, all right. I hope your hands are balmed up, boys, because we got some clapping to do here. First thing we're gonna do, all right. We had a day like we said last weekend, but we had a day on Sunday, and the boys watched. And I tell you, I mean, I've watched a lot of Masters, but I'm hard pressed to remember a time where like it was
Are
down
you
to the
talking
last
about his artwork and my
down to the
guitar?
last like 3 or 4 holes where it was like I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen here. And then guess who pulled out, ladies and gentlemen, with the Masters,
Thank
Mr.
God.
Roy McIlroy. So let's give flowers to Rory. You know, that's what divorce can do for you. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, you did very good, buddy.
No, he
very
did great. We had a great time watching it. It was between him and Bryson. I mean, it was fun to watch it.
I also saw Justin Rose talked about that Sunday being one of the best times he's ever had on the golf course.
At this Masters.
Yeah.
That
Why?
Sunday.
Why?
He goes, well,
Probably
at the
just-
end of the day, when he was like, I look at, he goes down a couple shots, but he's like, I'm playing for
'Cause he was
contention
never on a
on a
leaderboard.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And he's like, and that's a pretty cool feeling. So once he had that, and he's like, and then he gave Rory the hug and just told him how great it was. He goes, it was the best golf
I mean, if you
match.
finish like top 3,
one
like,
of the
you're
most
there.
fun
You're
golf
there.
matches he's ever played, he said.
Yeah, he wasn't in the top 20, I don't think, but still. I mean, if you get beyond Friday, you're
In the money.
not only are you the top 150
Well,
best
he
golfers
probably-
in the world, you are the top 50 golfers in the world to qualify for the last 2 days of this.
There was
tournament.
only one golfer that was going to take it all home.
Yep.
Rory McIlroy.
And I'm glad he got it.
Yeah, it gets the monkey off his back. It's been
Yeah.
15, 14 years something.
Trying to get this, and what do they call? What is it called? A Grand Slam that he got?
Yeah, because
Yep.
and I don't know that anybody got it in 1 year, but it's all 4 majors. It's the British
I bet
Open.
Tiger has
it's
it
the
the
U.S.
fewest.
Open. It's the Masters and the Players Championship, right?
I think so.
And I don't think anybody ever has got all 4 of them in the same
So it's like the
calendar
EGOT.
year.
It's basically like the EGOT.
or the same golf season, right?
It's like a
definitely
Because our
Former
golf
than
season
EGOT.
starts in
I'm
the
sure
fall.
within the same.
Golf season.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the same year. That would be nuts.
Yeah,
For
because
someone to win all that.
so, but a year's time of a golf season was,
Yeah.
and I don't think anybody's ever done that.
Well, good for him.
You
Well,
think
big
you
flowers?
Can, do you
big
think
flowers.
you can do it?
Big flowers.
Think
Yeah, I'm
think
excited
I
for
can do
it,
it?
man.
All right, more big flowers go around the league today. Not necessarily golf league, but just the league. We mentioned playoffs are starting this Sunday there for NHL. And, of course, we have some big flowers to give out to some certain people. Let's go ahead and give flowers first out to this guy. He helped us raise 2 Stanley Cups. He went on to play for a bevy of teams. He's a journeyman for sure. Currently playing for the Chicago Blackhawks. He went ahead and played his final game later on that evening of the Masters on Sunday. The final game of his career, even though they still had 1 or 2 games yet to play because Chicago Blackhawks are basically last place, so it didn't matter anyway. But a very happy birthday. Very, very big flowers goes out to the big rig himself, the guy who got us 2 cups, Mr. Patty Maroon, who retired from hockey on Sunday. So let's give some flowers to there. Gotta give some flowers there.
I wonder what
big rig.
Well, we're glad he spent time with us.
He did.
He definitely helped us.
He was all over the place. I mean, I think he went to Boston. He's been on New York, I'm sure. And he spent his time running around. But he's like, all right. The no sense in going on the 2 last remaining games because they're road games. Might as well just retire right here in the barn, and we're just gonna say goodnight to everyone. And we're gonna love you and we're gonna miss you forever, Big Rig, man.
And I'm
Thank
playing
you.
golf until it gets too hot.
And I can only hope that Patty and Will send their big brother a nice farewell gift.
I'll tell you, I used to work with this guy named
Because he looks like Patrick and
if
Will.
I show you this guy Tyler that I used to work with,
Who?
Patty Maroon.
Oh, Maroon, yeah. If his hair's
if
cut,
I show you a guy named
kinda.
Tyler I used to work with, you will say, oh my God, that's Pat Maroon. So much so that his 3-year-old kid, while watching the Lightning on TV when Pat Maroon was on our squad, said, Daddy, is that you? Like, literally. Like, so I got you on a Pat Maroon lookalike. But Big Rig, we love you. And
what if in the future you could just make yourself into like a band, right? Insert yourself, and then your kids are like, my dad was a rock star.
I mean, give us like 6 months, Ryan.
Yeah. The software will come out.
AI, give us like 6 months. That's going to be able to happen. I'm going to be in the Nirvana music video for Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Dad's like, I just dropped a new album. Come Sunday. We have
it's just a bunch of Jimmy Buffett songs.
Yeah.
It'll be
he erases
right,
Jimmy Buffett.
It'll be better come Monday. We'll be doing things right.
But yeah, I can see that happening maybe.
Yeah.
It's
So
been 4 lonely days.
more flowers.
More flowers.
One final
flowers.
bushel of flowers to give out to tonight.
Dad's now a blue belt in karate.
So last year I was sad
I can't
because
tell you what that shot was.
last year I was sad because it came just after the Masters Day. But in the mail, I got a 6'3" decal of Nikita Kucherov to put on my wall in the garage. And I was kind of sad because, it was like 3 days after, the boys were hanging out. But I put that thing up with pride. Took a couple days for it to settle. Took a couple days for it to settle. Like, the foot kept trying to, fall off the wall and this, because it's a matte finish. And finally got it up there. And the reason I did that was because Nikita Kucherov, for the second time in his life, won the Art Ross Trophy for most points scored in a regular NHL season. Out of all of the players, out of all hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of players, the most assists and the most goals combined, meaning the most points for a season. We also did that previously in 2019.
Good job, buddy.
Where at in the wall do you have him?
I got him right by that dartboard.
You kidding?
So he
Mike,
did that last year.
You enter and he.
And I was about to get the fat head, huge 6'3" Nikita Kucherov but I was holding on to it until he won the Art Ross Trophy last year. Second they announced he was winning it, boom! I hit order now, $130. Ladies and gentlemen,
a new one coming.
So have you ever grabbed?
You're about to have 2 Nikita Kucherovs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
garage.
Would you have you? I
coming in with before
question.
tonight. Hold on. Coming in with, I've got to give my flowers before we ask questions. Coming in tonight with 121 points on the season, about to play the New York Rangers. 5 points over McKinnon from the Avalanche, who has played his final game. 10 points under that, 106, Draisaitl. So literally 106, 116, 121 with still a game to go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some flowers to your Art Ross Trophy winner of 2024-2025 season, Mr. Nikita Kucherov. Yeah. So, I have ordered the alternate 6'3" one where he's kind of like taking a slap shot.
Where
he's
you
got
putting
the
this
leg
one?
kicked. It's got to go right next to the garage door. It's getting tight in there. It is getting tight in there.
Yeah, just wait till I buy you a third
Well, I wanted to get a
Kucherov.
I'm not shitting you. I'm not shitting you. Right before the Bucks got into playoffs last year,
he's all around our family. I mean,
that's the same. That's the exact same pose.
By the way,
It's
we're
just 6'3".
also when my brother ran a whole 23andMe. We are little Russian, slight Russian. So there you go.
But yeah,
that's our Jesus.
We can peel that off and take it over there.
I have the same exact setup. It's just all 9 times bigger. I have the same like decals. They all came with it, but it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids version versus like regular version. So like if you look on my garage wall, I have that Nikita Kucherov name tag. It's just this big. And yeah. So I was looking into the Baker Mayfield one, but he's like kind of like sidestepping. He's kind of sidestepping.
What do they call it? A man? What? A man?
That's a man. That's a
man cave.
No,
well, that's a that's
man crush.
Yeah, man crush.
He
has a man crush.
It's a shut up.
But the Baker one, I was gonna put I was like the only possible place I could put this is next to Cooch, closer to the garage door. But Baker's doing some fancy shit where he's like got his elbow way out and he's like spread pretty wide. And I'm like, fuck, man, that might be like 4 inches too wide. I don't know if I can fit it there. So that's the only thing if I spit on it, it'll work. But
you're like, wait.
So we'll see what happens if I get drunk and football season comes around.
Look, if no lie, I'm gonna open this up on the Hard Rock app. If Remy decides to extend his garage just to fit more fathead
decals,
I'm gonna take. We're gonna open those odds online.
He's adding on. Why? He just ran out of space to put like fathead decals.
Yeah, he has
he's got the everybody from the Lightning on there. We're not even sure how
he's got the whole fucking bench on the side of his wall.
Sitting on the bench. And they're all sitting on the bench, life size.
You're in.
John Cooper's standing right behind.
Wait,
I can get that, dude.
Do you have the guy on the bench that helps him with injuries?
Yeah, I got everybody. It's
like
the Last Supper.
You know what guy I'm talking about.
It's like the Last Supper. They're all sitting there.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm going to spend all my money on.
Do you want that bucket
every Christmas? You're just
not?
getting a new fathead. Because
you're
getting $20,000 more
Buckeyes flag up.
Well, think about how much real estate I have like in the living room.
I'm just trying to get you to build that house, Bucko.
Like the living room.
You're
going to
put the
on the
Buckeyes flag up,
and then
right?
he goes night-night.
Yeah. You ever go night-night?
I'm just going to keep... That's the smallest return on my investment. I'm just going to keep buying you fatheads to extend your whole property and then just drink with you heavy one night. And then I get all your stuff for like 34 fatheads.
Lots of fat.
Why is that guy got so many fat?
It's a thought.
Are we out? I think we're out.
I don't know. Are we?
I haven't checked.
I think I'm checked.
JT,
we out?
Did we get on one of Jeff Bezos' elevators?
JT, are we out or do you?
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
Thank you, JT. Chris. Yeah, I guess we're out. That means we're out.
Chris.
Guys, say call us a breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Live from the Tiger Cage. Thanks for hanging out with us today, man. We appreciate you guys. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 that aren't, so tell your friends. Catch us every Thursday right on our YouTube channel, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Tiger Cage Media is the channel, and of course you can subscribe and ring the little bell for notifications. That way you know exactly when we come on live and whenever we post any other videos. But if you can't catch us Thursdays, every Monday you can catch us wherever you get your podcast.
That's right.
We love you guys so much, and we will see you guys next week for episode 196.
Please join us again.
Yep, we'll see you next week. We love you guys. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.